everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joy. As you can tell by the title, today we are doing a video about The Sims. Okay, I don't do a lot of videos about The Sims 4 honestly because The Sims 4 has been really disappointing for me lately. Like marriage, wedding stories, or whatever that is, like what was that? I don't like talking about The Sims because I feel like all I'm gonna do is complain. I'm not a kid girl. I don't understand the point of them. I just honestly feel like The Sims 4 is going in a weird direction in my opinion. When you look at the earlier packs and compare them to the most recent packs, like it's like night and day. The reason why I wanted to do this video was not even about that. I wanted to do a video today about the lack of black female townies in the game. The reason why this even came up in the first place was because I recently got on TikTok like 2 months ago and Townie makeovers is really popular, of course. So I started to do Townie makeovers and I have found like such a passion there. Like, and honestly, I'm like so good at it. So I just keep doing it. And so I'm doing Townie makeovers and I'm realizing like, why every Townie white? Why every Townie a white girl? Why every Townie I'm using got straight hair? They're literally all white, like all white women. Like it's honestly so weird. I sat back in, I did a tweet. I said, why are none of the female townies black? So it started this whole thread or whatever, and people were like contributing and saying, you know, giving their little takes on it. It was honestly a good conversation, and it did bring to light that there were more black female townies than I knew about. But my opinion has not changed. My opinion has not changed. And okay, somebody in that thread, somebody posted a chart of like all the black female townies that they knew of. Okay, so I'm gonna put the chart here. Okay. So I was really thankful for the chart because like I said, it did bring up some black female townies I was not aware of before. But on that chart, there were a lot of female townies that were not black. Just because a townie has brown skin does not mean they are a black townie. Now, before we get into all of like the details of who's black and who's not, I want to talk about why it is so hard to delineate who is black and who is not. This is hard for a couple different reasons, okay? One, when The Sims 4 first came out, they had like little to no textured natural hair options, like at all, okay? So even the black female townies that they made had straight hair. If the female townie has lighter skin, but their hair is straight, how are we supposed to know if they're black or if they're just like brown? You understand? Like black or like Indian or like some other like ethnicity. Like all of the worlds are made up locations, so it's like, it's not like we can be like, oh, she's from Nairobi so she's probably like, no, there was no natural black hairstyles. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing is the skin tones. The skin tones in Sims 4 have been horrible, like horrible. Like I remember when I first got the game and I started making Sims, and of course I made them black. I was making my Sims black and I was like, how come when I get into the deeper shades they start to look purple and gray? I was like, what? And this is in 2020. I was kind of like disgusted by that. And as we all know, they did get new skin tones last year, and so that whole thing kind of got fixed, I guess. But for 7 years plus, we had horrible skin tones. When they're making black townies, the townies that they made a lot of times were lighter skinned because the lighter shades looked better. The deeper the shades, the more ghastly and zombie-like the Sims look. So they did not make very dark-skinned Sims, okay? So that's the second reason why it's hard to delineate who is black and who is not, because a lot of the Sims that are black or mixed race, mixed with black, are so light. Third reason I would say is because this is a made-up world. So it's like the concept of black does not exist in the Sims game, does not exist in the Sims world. Blackness is something that exists in our world because it comes from American culture. Like, do you see what I mean? Like even in other countries, like people who have the skin tone, like my skin tone, they don't call themselves black. It's just, the whole thing is weird, but we know that the Sims world is based on America. Worlds like Oasis Springs, Newcrest, what's the other like base game world? You know what I'm talking about. They're based on America. So we know that like the Sims in those worlds, they're kind of supposed to be American. So if we can recreate white Sims in the game, why was that not something that was really done for black Sims? And like, I would say that they actually did do that for black male townies more so than black female townies. So I'm gonna go over this chart that this person put up, and we're gonna talk about whether or not this sim is actually a black sim. So I had to do some research, also did some polls as well, asking you guys what you thought, because to me, some of the sims were racially ambiguous in my opinion. When I did the poll, a lot of you guys decided that they were black. So I'm gonna just say y'all's opinion, and I'm gonna also say my own. Okay, so the first sim, this sim actually was left off the chart, Vivian. So Vivian is a base game sim. She is the mother of Eric. Eric is married to a Korean sim named Alice, and they both live with their parents. So she lives with her Korean father. His mom is also in the household too, and his mom is in Vivian. So Vivian is the first black sim. So when you first get the game, you don't have no packs, and all you have is the 3 base game worlds. The only black female sim you will get is Vivian, and Vivian is like 900 years old. I don't have nothing against her. I don't have nothing against old people. I love old people. I just find it very interesting that they couldn't even put no black woman in the original like world, which brings up a whole other conversation of having to buy culture, of having to spend extra money to get culture in the game. This is why I don't make these videos, because I don't have nothing nice to say. Vivian is the OG black female townie, but nobody talks about her because she's old, and elders have like literally little to no place in the game. Olivia is the daughter of Eric and Alice, and this person who put this chart up here included Olivia. Olivia is biracial. Biracial falls under the umbrella of blackness, but biracial, if you're mixed with black and something else, you're not black. You're biracial or multiracial. When I asked the question, are there black female townies, I was not talking about kids. I was not talking about the children or the toddlers. I was talking about black female adults. The next person on the chart that is assumed to be black is Penny Pizzazz. Everybody thinks Penny is black. When I looked at Penny, I never thought Penny was black. When you look at her backstory, Penny is supposed to be a British Indian woman. So hate to break it to you guys, she's not a black female townie. Next, I can't say this name, y'all. Who chose this? Saibon? See a band? Like, what is that? We're gonna say Saibon Fires. Saibon is biracial. Once again, she's under the umbrella of black, but she is not black. Her mama is white. Her mama is Mora. But also, she has a sister named Morgan, who, aren't they twins? I don't know. They sisters, twins, something. Morgan is like pale with red hair. Nobody included her on the list of black female townies, even though she has a black father. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you're not gonna put Morgan, who has the same parents, under the heading of black, don't put Saibon. Next on the list is Anaya Jang. So Anaya is like the first, besides Vivian, is like the first female townie that I'm like, okay, she's definitely black. Like, she has like a head wrap, and she just, her facial features look black. So I did some research, and she is black. She's supposed to be based on a person from Ghana. That was her like design idea, whatever. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, the same way that they made a sim who's based on someone from Ghana, what was going on to where they couldn't make a black female sim that is a sim based on a black woman from America? Like, if you can do a sim based on a white American, why can't you do a sim based on a black American? If you can do a sim based on a person from Ghana, but you can't do a sim based on a black woman from America? So anyway, Anaya is black, not based on a black American, she's based on like literally an African, but we gonna count her anyways. And Billy is also on this chart. I'm not mentioning kids really, but Billy is like a black little girl. Next person that they included on the chart was Octavia Moon. Octavia is the one that I felt like was a wild card. First of all, she got them sunglasses on. Like, girl, take them things off. What do you look like under that? So I finally took the sunglasses off her face, looked at her face, and she just doesn't read black to me. I did a poll, and everyone says she's black. I looked at Octavia Moon makeovers on YouTube and different places, Tumblr, and I do see that anytime someone does her makeover, they make her a black woman. So I'm pretty sure she is black, but like, I just did not get that. I don't get that when I see her. We're gonna just go ahead and count her as black. When I looked into, for example, Anaya, they specifically said she's supposed to be someone from Ghanaian descent. How come when I look into Octavia's backstory or whatever, it doesn't say African American? Do you understand? And I get it, but I don't. It bothers me that I don't see that. It bothers me that The Sims 4 left these types of things up for debate, because to me it just seems like they don't really view African Americans as a legitimate culture. Do you understand? How hard is it to just go ahead and just say she's supposed to be African American? How hard is that? What's the head count for Black female townies? We're at 3. How many DLCs are there? How many DLCs are there? How many DLCs came with a world filled with people? And we're at 3. Next person that they said on the list that was Black is Supriya Delgado. Supriya not Black, y'all. That name is a Hindi name. So she's supposed to be an Indian woman. Justin is Black, but Supriya is not. We love Supriya. I did a makeover for her the other day and she came out cute, but she's not Black. Okay, next. This person, I have to do a poll because this person is from Strangerville and I don't have Strangerville. I'm not interested in that pack. Like, not even in the least. This one right here, y'all tried to tell me she was Black. Y'all tried to tell me Alice was Black. I am not buying it. I'm going to put Alice is racially ambiguous. Alice is so light. Alice has light hair. Alice's facial features are very petite. I think Alice is mixed race. So I'm not going to call somebody Black who doesn't look Black and isn't delineated specifically, explicitly stated that she's Black. I'm not gonna call her Black. I'm not going to include her in the list of Black female townies. I'm going to say she's racially ambiguous, and I feel like they put her in here and they gave her a little bit of a deeper tan for diversity points or something, but you're not getting them points with me. We're going to move on. Minerva. If you got the Roman Magic pack, you will know that it came with the household card that's called the Charm family. The Charm family has Minerva and her daughter Gemma, and then like her son, I can't remember his name, and then his like fiance. What is Minerva? Like, everyone said Minerva was Black. Not everybody, but the majority of people said they think that Minerva Charm is Black. I'm on the fence. What did I say about Minerva? I feel like Minerva goes in the racially ambiguous category because she's very light and her hair is straight. Now, does she have a wig or a perm? Do Minerva got a wig or a perm? And when you see her son look white. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Minerva is racially ambiguous, and I'm not gonna count her. To me, Cardi B fits this category. Cardi B can be whatever she wants depending on the way she's dressed, the way she wears her hair. That's how I feel about Minerva. I feel like Minerva is racially ambiguous. I'm not gonna count her in the lore of her, whatever. They didn't say she was Black. So I'm just like, Gemma was on there. Gemma is not Black. But I said Gemma is biracial at best, but I really feel like she's multiracial. I don't think she's Black, so she doesn't count to me. Next person is Grace Anatsi. But Grace has like a cute little twist hairstyle, okay, natural hairstyle. Her facial features are like her nose is wide and her face is like, so Grace is definitely Black. So right now, what's the count? Vivian, Anaya, Octavia, and Grace. Okay, next, Julia Wright. Julia Wright is from University, but Julia is definitely Black. She has braids and her skin is dark and her face is her features are mimic a Black American woman's features. Okay, so we're at 5. Bess Sterling is from Eco Lifestyle. I don't have that pack either. As you can see, it seems like the more recent the packs are, the more we're getting like Black Sims, because Eco Lifestyle came out in 2020. Sarah Scott. Okay, Sarah Scott came out with Cottage Living pack, which came out last year. So now we're at 6. And last is Dominique. Dominique came out with the Marriage Wedding Stories pack, which is horrible. It doesn't work. She is Black. She's married to I can't remember. She's like the cover art sim for the My Wedding Stories pack. So Dominique is definitely Black. She has a fro and she has darker skin and her face. Okay, so that's what, 7? That's 7 Sims. I went through, like I said, we have how many DLCs, and there are 7 Black female townies. Now if I went back, I didn't even do this math, and I might do it later if I feel like it. But if I was to do the math and count up all the female townies and then do the percentages of who was what, and how much percentage do you think would the Black female townie fall in? Honestly, because 7, and then Dominique, Sarah, and Bess are from the last 2 years. So we went like 7 years in the game with 4 Black female townies. 4. I don't understand. Like, that to me is egregious. That to me is so embarrassing. Some of it definitely comes from the fact that the game does not provide good natural hairstyles. They put a ponytail in there last year. They put a little braid hairstyle with Cottage Living. Sarah wears it. But there's very, very, very little variety when it comes to the types of hairstyles for a Black Sim with textured hair. Very, very, very little variety. Don't have me get started on the makeup. Don't have me get started on the makeup. Oh. Like Sims 4, please. I tweeted about this other day. Making a Sim making a non-CC black female sim, even male, both, but especially black female, is near to impossible because there is just not enough makeup options. There's not enough eyeshadow that shows up, or doesn't look like clown makeup. There isn't enough highlight and blush. Like the blush looks like it barely shows up, or it looks like clown makeup, to lipstick. Like the lipstick is like, what? Oh my gosh, there's this one matte lipstick, terrible. I don't know if anyone uses it, I don't know, but I try to use it. I mean, there's one shade that you can kind of use with the black female sim that doesn't look bad. It's painful, you guys. I mean, it's embarrassing. Like, the Sims 4 is quick to do silly stuff, but the Sims 4 is slow to do important things, like representational type things. Like, Sims 4 does not do a good job with trying to make everybody feel welcome. They are very quick to make a certain subset of people feel welcome and feel like comfortable, but like the rest of us, they don't care. Like they don't go out of their way to do that, and it's not okay, and it's something that really bothers me. Basically, like, I'm tired of making white townies all day. I don't have all the packs. I don't have the pack with Bess. I don't have the pack with Julia or Dominique. You have to buy all the packs to get black female townies in your game. That is not okay. Vivian should not have been the only black female townie in the game. Like, what is wrong with you guys? Okay guys, I am here. Contact free, makeup free, and wig sitting. So by the time this video comes out, there will be a new pack out. I just looked at a live stream, like a first look of the pack, and I saw that the new world comes with one like residential lot, and I think like 2 or 3 townies in one of those lots. None of those townies are black female. Are we shocked? Like, I'm not. The Sims will put all sorts of imaginary fantasy creatures before they put a black human being. The cast for the werewolves, I was shocked. Black female Sims can't even get makeup to match. There's something clearly wrong here, and it needs to be fixed. There's just so much more I could say. I go on and on, but my camera is about to die, so I have to end this video. If you guys agree with what I say, how about you leave a comment and let me know. If you guys disagree, tell me why. I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say. If you disagree on my take that there should be more, I'd love to hear why. But that's all I have for this video, you guys. I just really want to just get to the bottom of this. Like, what is up? Like, who is what? Where is, you know? That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.